So typically, Andrew, you swing fast.
Okay.
Okay. So right now, even with the warm-ups, right, your club head speed is at 96. It's really good.
Okay.
It's almost better than tour average. All right. But your efficiency rating, so in TrackMan, they call this a smash factor.
Okay.
So with a 7 iron, good smash factor will be what, around 1.35, 1.36.
Okay.
Okay, you are 1.21. So what that means is that you're missing the sweet spot quite a bit.
Sure.
Attack angle is 6.6. It's not bad, but it's on a steeper side. Okay, 6.6. It's not bad. We're gonna say this is pretty. This is almost like it's not bad. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Club path. You're slightly out to in, so your ball flight on the golf course needs to be either pull, hook. So it's gonna start left of target and it's gonna hook if you try to hit a draw. But in most cases, you will hit a what we call cut. Okay, so you're gonna either hit a nice fade,
Just a slight fade is typically.
nice fade,
yes, sir.
nice fade, or it could completely get away from you. It might fade sometimes more. So either
Yes, sir.
you got both shots. You got pulls and you got fades in both shots. So depending on the lie, you might be able to like kind of start left and kind of go left. That kind of shot too. On a driver, it could be completely different. I don't know. I haven't seen your driver swing, so. Your face is consistently open at 4.5 degrees, so
Okay.
which kind of tells you that you need to hit a fade. Ball speed 115. So you being 95 miles per hour, 115 is low when it comes to ball speed. So that also tells me that you're not hitting the sweet spot consistently. Launch angle at 17.4. We're gonna take the top out. This is kind of embarrassing, but
Wow.
right there.
Thank you.
No worries. I'm good at this. Dude, I make them feel so good when they're getting
Was
fitted.
that the 34-yard carry?
Yeah, the 34-yard carry,
Usually
top
40
one.
It's usually 46.
Yeah, it's either 346 or 46.
Yeah.
Nowhere in between.
Yeah. So, but now launch angle wise, 19.3. This is really good. So what I want to see is about 18 to 20 degrees of launch angle on a 7 iron.
Okay.
Okay. So you're pretty good. But if you're 6, I feel like that you could do a little better. So your launch angle is not consistent. Well, it's consistent enough. I don't know how often do you play golf?
At least once a week.
Once a week. So being a weekend warrior, your launch angles are pretty consistent. This is where it gets interesting. The backspin. So your average now is 7,000 backspin. Okay, which means that it's extremely high.
Okay.
Okay, the backspin extremely high. The reason being is, on a golf course, if you hit a golf course on a grass, you will spin about 300 to 500 RPMs more than indoor. Okay, so you'll be spinning at 7,300, 7,400, 7,500, which means that somebody's just pitching with 9 iron almost.
Wow.
Yeah, a 9 iron. So that creates more side spin. And just like I said, you're not a good wind player. I mean,
right.
if there is no wind, then you're good. But if there's a wind, especially into the wind, you're dead.
It knocks it down.
You have no idea what to hit. Because into the wind, if you hit a stock, try to hit it lower, it's going to create actually more spin, which means it's going to climb up and come up crazy short most of the times. All right? I'm just translating what I see now, okay? So,
well, my question is, how much of that is me and how much of that is the club?
so I'm going to get into that
Yeah,
too.
that's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get into that too. My job is to obviously make your equipment a little better than what you have.
Sure.
Right? So what I'm trying to say is that equipment that you have is completely wrong.
Okay.
Than what you're supposed to play. All right, let's look at this. The peak height is good, 100 feet. But but your peak height is high because of the other reason. Now we're going back to this club. So your peak height is high because of this, 4.5 open. So you're basically turning 7 iron into an 8 iron. Well, close.
Okay.
Okay, because you're coming over the top and your face is open, so your spin is high. And that's how you get the height, okay? So If we can somehow keep the height around 90, 95, and keep the spin down about 6,000, 6,200, then yes, it's good.
Okay.
All right. So now go back to this one before we go to the distance. So you're 96, that's fast. All right. Being 96, carry distance of 161, average is really short.
Sure.
Yeah. So we're missing about 14 yards.
Usually this is my 175 club.
Okay. So
when I would
so
pull this
175 clubs. So you only hit 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
173. So when pros are talking about distance, we talk about average distance, right? So your average distance with your 7-iron right now is at 161.
Okay.
So what that means is on a golf course, unless you nuke it, unless you center it on a sweet spot,
right,
it's not gonna go 175.
Okay.
Most of the time you're gonna, I don't know if you do any stats or not, but if you look at your stats, all your misses gonna come up short.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is where it gets really interesting. So, the reason I told you that your misses are severely, well, not severely, to the right is because of this one right there. So,
ooh,
your path are 2.3 out to in, all right, 4.5 face open, okay. You're a heel player, all right, which means that you catch most of the shots towards the heel.
Yes, sir.
High heel, okay. So if you look at this, 5.3 toe down, I mean, that's not going to change. That's your swing, okay? So yes, this can be better if you take a lesson, all right? People who knows about swing,
sure,
all right? Then they might be able to fix this, but that's you as well.
Okay.
That's you as a player, your physique, your height, your arm length, all that stuff matters. So 5.3, which means that this is the toe of the golf club, okay? This is the heel of the golf club, okay? So you're entering the turf, the grass, toe deep.
I see.
So whenever you take a divot, whenever you hit a ball, you will take a lot of divot too. You're a pretty steep player as well. So whenever you take a divot, your toe side will always be deeper than the heel side, okay? It's because of the line angle. Okay, now, after seeing this, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust your golf club. Since it's forged, we can bend it.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna bend it and we're gonna put it under different name, and then we're gonna hit a few more and see what kind of ball flight.
Oh, very cool.
And see what kind of if the ball flight ever changes, and based on that, we're gonna start fitting. Okay.
Sweet.